Hi, Demi here. Now today I have a interesting story, and yes, it's pretty dark in this room right now. I don't know why, but it is. Let's get into the story. Basically, what has happened is an EA former boss of I think EA Sports has come out and said that it's not gambling. Loot boxes aren't gambling, and you just wait to see what the hell he compares them to. It's laughable. Okay, so FIFA Ultimate Team is a long way from gambling, says former EA Sports president. Alright, so loot boxes in their place in games have widely debated for recent years. EA in particular has taken the brunt of a lot of these criticisms, with Battlefront 2 receiving backlash for its extreme use of loot boxes. Another EA game to attract criticism and even some regularity attention has been the FIFA series in its Ultimate Team mode. Some have likened loot boxes, including Ultimate Team, to gambling. Yes, it is gambling. It's all games of chance. I want you to understand that it is a game of chance. But former EA Sports president Peter Moore doesn't think that's the case. Basically, spoiler alert, he simps for loot boxes. Moore has said he doesn't consider FIFA's Ultimate Team packs to be gambling. Moore instead compares them to collecting cigarette cards in the 1920s and 30s, as well as lucky bags, which is basically a Kinder Surprise. I'm just gonna say that it's basically a Kinder Surprise from the UK. He claims that is the fact that you're never left empty-handed. The thing is, it is gambling because you're gambling to see what you get. It doesn't matter if you don't get anything. Like, you could still get something, but it's still gambling. Like, they could have a gambling system in place where it's like, oh, there's always a winner, come and see what you get. That's gambling. That is legit gambling. It's a game of chance. Now, he says, you're always getting something, he says. It's not like you open it up and there's no players in there. This is a personal view, but the concept of surprise and delight versus gambling, they're a long way from each other. Now, basically, he's talking shit. Now, he says you buy or grind your way up getting a gold pack. You open it up. You're either happy or you think it's a crappy pack. I don't see that as gambling. But again, this is my blah blah blah. So yeah, the thing is, what if I get a crappy pack? I get a crappy pack and I paid money for that. I should at least know what I'm getting. Now, Moore says that the sheer number of packs sold and the money made from Ultimate Team is an indication that people want this. Alright. Oh my god. This guy's an idiot. He's a full-blown idiot. Now, the thing here is, a lot of people have given up and accepted loot boxes as the norms. But however, there is a lot of talk, and people use FIFA as an example. FIFA is a prime example anyway, when loot boxes go too far. I can understand how some FIFA gamers have just given up hope. They've just given up hope. So they accept the loot boxes. If there's a percentage of what I can get that is gambling, I want everyone to know that. Now, he says that he touched on the Battlefront 2 debacle. Now, basically, he's going to throw Battlefront 2 loot boxes under the bus because, basically, Battlefront 2 loot box is bad. FIFA loot box is good. But let's see what he has to say for himself. I get the scrutiny. I understand outside of sports that loot boxes, again, another EA title in particular, got a lot of scrutiny and criticism. EA pulled back on that. One thing they're always good at is getting feedback and realizing, you know what, probably shouldn't have done that, or that was the wrong decision. It wasn't gamer first. Then pulling back and making a different decision. Basically what happened there was Disney intervened. Disney actually intervened. Like, you forget, it wasn't EA. EA was forced to by Disney. It wasn't EA listening to feedback. It was Disney. Disney came in and said no. That's basically the thing. The only problem with FIFA is that the actual FIFA company hasn't come in and said no. They actually like this shit. Like, come on! Now, I'm just gonna say here, he's wrong on so many levels. Like, you compare it to a Kinder Surprise. He's basically comparing it to a Kinder Surprise egg. But then he will rather throw Battlefront 2's loot boxes down under the bus. But he won't throw FIFA's? He won't throw FIFA's? Oh, shooter loot box is bad. Sports title loot box is good. That's basically what he's doing. Now, I don't know anything about the Battlefront 2 loot boxes, but I would be certain that they're pretty similar to the FIFA loot boxes. Maybe not as 100%, but they're still loot boxes. There's still stuff, it's still pay to win. Like, Now, from what I know about Battlefront 2, went back in the day when they had loot boxes, it was very, very pay to win, and the crowd of Battlefront 2 stood up for it. Disney stood up to it. I mean, basically it was Disney that got rid of the loot boxes in that game. Disney was like, no loot boxes. Because Disney was like, that's gonna wreck Star Wars. Disney actually did something good for Star Wars. On the other hand is, FIFA doesn't care what FIFA Ultimate Team does to the FIFA brand. They don't care. All they care about is that money. It's that money. It's basically a game of chance. That is gambling. That is the definition of gambling. Yes, it may not be like roulette, where I bet $1 million on roulette and then I lose that $1 million, but it is gambling. You might say, oh, I want this player. Now, I don't know any soccer players, so yeah, I'm not a soccer fan. However, you may be like, I want this player, and then you get some really crap player, you know? That's a game of chance. You didn't get the player you wanted. Now, if you did like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, as well as make sure you hit the comment section and let me know what you think, as well as subscribe for more content, and I will see you all next time.